Haley, are you there? I don't mean to bother you, but I need you for a second. Where are you right now? I've been searching for you for a while now, but I can't seem to find you anywhere. Are you still in the office?
Oh, I'm sorry. I left the office for a little bit. I had to go get some errands done. Once I finish, I'll head back. What's going on? Did something happen?
Oh, is that what you're doing? I thought you just left or something. Well then, that's fine. You don't have to worry about it then. It's nothing serious. Something did come up, but I'll figure out what to do about it myself. You can keep working on your errands.
What happened? Are you sure you don't need my help? I can come back right now.
No, it's fine. It's not actually that big of a deal. I can handle it. I'll figure out something on my own. Don't worry about it. You can go back to what you're doing. You must be pretty busy yourself, so don't worry too much.
Are you sure everything's okay? I feel like you might need help if it's something serious. I was planning on returning after lunch, but I still have some time before that, so I can stop by really quickly.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and eat your lunch after your errands. It looks like it's something I can handle myself anyway. I don't think I need help. Jackson told me to ask you for whatever help I might need for now, so that's the only reason why I contacted you.
Is that so? Still, I am a bit worried now, so I can help if you need me to. It would probably be best if I assisted you. Don't worry, I'm on my last task. After that, I'll return as quickly as possible. Could you wait just a little bit longer? I'll be there soon.
How many times do I have to say it? Everything is fine. I can handle it. This isn't the kind of work that I should have to leave to a temp anyway. I don't know how much help you could actually be, compared to someone like me who is here permanently.
I understand, but you've only been in this company for about a month now. That's not very long. If it's something that Jackson wants done, then we have to make sure that there are no mistakes.
Yes, I know. I get it. I don't need you to tell me that. I know I haven't been in this company for that long, but I'm more than capable of completing assignments myself and pulling my weight. There's no need to treat me as if I need you to support every assignment I do. I can figure it out myself. By all means, take your time with your lunch and leave it up to me. I don't need you for this.
But wouldn't it be better to be careful? If something bad happens afterward, things will get very difficult for everyone involved. Are you going to be the one to take responsibility if that happens?
What? Are you not following what I'm saying? I don't think it's that hard to understand.
What do you mean?
Listen, whether you're a manager or head of the entire department, you're still just a temp. You're not the same as me. You're talking as if you're the only one capable of doing the work. Does that mean you don't trust me to do it myself? You're forgetting that in the end, you're not going to be here for very long, so you should remember who you're talking to. Your position doesn't even compare to an official employee in the company.
It has nothing to do with comparing positions and which one is better. It's only about the work. I'm just trying to make sure that there are no mistakes.
Yeah, I get it. I don't need you to keep repeating yourself. I understand completely. So will you please stop lecturing me? I shouldn't have to read all this. It's really annoying to have to read your texts babbling on and on. Stop acting like you're my grandmother. I have enough grandmothers, thank you very much.
I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just trying to give you advice that might help. Also, please don't talk to me like that. Just wait a little longer, okay? I'll be back soon, so please don't rush into anything. If we make a mistake on the assignment, we'll cause a lot of trouble for everyone. We have to avoid that.
I know, but I'm not going to make any mistakes, so it's fine. Just leave it up to me.
There's no way for you to be certain that you won't make a mistake. Not without me there to review it. If we take our time on the assignment, doesn't that reduce the risk of trouble? Why not just wait so we can do it carefully?
You don't give up, do you? I don't know if you realize how annoying that is. Can't you leave the work up to me and the other employees? I'm pretty sure we know what we're doing more than you do. In case you forgot, I graduated from one of the best schools in the country.
I know that already, but this is work. Where you graduated from has nothing to do with the assignments we have to accomplish.
Of course it does. Why else do you think they hired me? My education is a testament to my potential. Well, I guess things will get bad if you're not in the office anymore, so I'll leave it alone. Since you have so little trust in me, I'll leave the assignment where it is for now, so you can go ahead and enjoy your meal. That's all I have to say. I'll see you when you get back.
Alex, where are you right now? I've been looking all over for you.
I'm on my way home. I finished work for the day, so I'm heading home early. Why? Did something happen? What's going on?
Nothing's happened, but I told you before to wait for me to come back before you left. I wanted to check with you before we left. I came to your desk and didn't find you there, so I wanted to ask where you went.
I forgot to tell you. I had a stomachache, so I went to use the bathroom. And it was a bad one, too. After that, I stopped by the vending machine to get some gummy worms. They were really good. I was pretty much done when you texted me, so I left early. There was nothing else that needed to be done anyway. I made sure to do all the work you left for me carefully, so I don't see why there should be a problem.
Well, I'm not saying there are any problems, but you can't just go around doing whatever you want here. Why would you go and submit a half-completed assignment? You could get in trouble for that.
Huh? What do you mean by half-completed? I made sure to complete the entire thing carefully. Did I make a mistake somewhere?
No, I don't see any mistakes. But that's not the point. There were other things you were supposed to do before you left. It's not just about any mistakes. And you didn't leave anything out. But I told you before to wait for me or a manager to review your work before you submitted it.
Yeah, I got it. So what?
So then, why did you submit it and then leave without a review? You need me to check it first before it's submitted.
It's because we were on the clock. It had to be submitted by the deadline, so I did it myself. I think that makes sense. I finished everything on time and I did it efficiently. I don't see a problem with me heading home early. Don't tell me. Is this the kind of company that likes to force their employees to work overtime?
No, it's not. You know that's not what I'm talking about. It would have only taken a few minutes for one of us to review your work. It would barely take any time at all. You should have just waited just to be safe. We could have just finished quickly and still left on time.
That's ridiculous. I'm a busy guy, you know. I don't have time to stay at work all day. I already had plans after work. If I stayed any longer, I would have missed them. Couldn't you just text me tomorrow if you really needed to review it that badly? I could have sent it to you then.
No, that's not the way we do things. It needed to be reviewed before it was submitted today. Besides, I rushed back from my lunch to help you. Even so, you still went ahead and did what you wanted. You have to take responsibility for your duties.
You weren't there from the beginning. It was your responsibility. I don't think I'm the one who needs to take responsibility here. I did everything I was supposed to do.
I'm sorry I wasn't here before, but I didn't leave for no reason. I also had things to do. More importantly, I told you before I left. I didn't just leave without saying anything. I wasn't trying to push extra responsibility on you, but there is no reason for you to just do whatever you want. We have to work together as a team.
Are you lecturing me again? That must be your favorite thing to do. Anyway, if you're still in the office right now, then you can just review it yourself.
I can, but I'm supposed to be doing my own work right now. It was supposed to be done while you were still here. The whole point of the review is for you to learn from your mistakes. That way you won't repeat them on future assignments. I can still do the review here, but I'll need to email it to you and you'll need to resubmit. Can you confirm carefully for me after?
Huh? That's such a pain, though. Why do I have to do that on my time off the clock? You can just review it and send it in yourself. You don't need me for that. I don't see why you would need to send it to me. Wouldn't it be easier to finish it like that? Even if we do it the way you said. If I don't see the physical copy, I won't be able to understand it, which makes it a pain.
But if you don't memorize it carefully, no matter how much time passes, you won't be able to complete future assignments.
That's not true. I'll have no problem getting them done. If it's work, I can memorize that easily. That's child's play for an elite like me. Do you think I'm an idiot or something?
You have no way of knowing whether or not you made any mistakes unless I email you and you resubmit the correct document. You aren't just going to naturally do better next time if you don't take the time to learn now.
You're complaining too much. It's getting super annoying. Despite the fact that you're a temp employee, you're still lecturing me like you think you know better than me or something.
Right now, it doesn't matter if I'm a temp or a full employee. I would still talk to you the same way. It's not always about position.
Whatever you say. But the reality is that there's nothing for me to learn from a temp employee. You only exist to support the official employees like me. You should be thankful that you get to work with me. You have the opportunity to learn so much from my talents. Go on. Say thank you.
What are you saying? None of that is true. This is work, too. When you work for a company, you have to finish your assignments properly and within the deadline. If you don't do the review while at work, then you have to do it when you get home. That's why you have the review email. That's just taking responsibility for your job. Usually we get everything done in the office, but since you left early, you're going to have to do it at home.
No way. Do you really think you can tell me what to do when you don't even have a permanent position? Since I'm not there, why don't you just fix it without saying anything and send it in with my name on it? Save us all some time. If you want to support me, that's the best way.
Cut it out! You know that's not what you're supposed to do. What do you think work is? Is this job a joke to you?
Work is doing just as much as you need to not get in trouble. There's no need for me to overwork myself. That kind of thing might cause wrinkles. I've been doing it that way till now, and I plan on continuing that from here on out. If it's not broken, don't fix it. After all, I am an elite. Who would know better than me?
Even if you do enough to skate by, don't you think it would be better to do everything you can? And that aside, you're not even doing enough to skate by right now. That's the reason why I'm trying to reach you. It's really important you learn what needs to be done. We're not flipping burgers over here, and this isn't something just anyone can do. This is a job, a serious job. There's a lot at stake here for everyone involved, including yourself.
It's fine already. I get it. I don't want to listen to a lecture right now. I'm busy. Just cut it out already.
Then just remember what I said for tomorrow. I'm going to finish the review without you this time. Afterward, I'll email it to you. So look it over tomorrow.
I can't do it tomorrow. I'm busy. And stop bossing me around. How many times do I need to explain the pecking order to you? Well then, that's it for now.
Wait for a second. That's going to be a problem. It needs to be done then. Alex, are you there? Hey, Alex. Do you have time to talk about yesterday? Maybe we can talk after lunch. We should really finish our conversation.
Huh? I already said everything is settled. There's nothing left to talk about. Are you seriously still planning to bother me about this?
It's only settled if you review your work and send it in. You need to do that every time. If you don't do it now, your workload will only increase and eventually you won't be able to handle it anymore. Trust me, I've seen it happen before.
As I told you before, it's not your place to tell me anything. I don't need a temp like you texting me about this. It's a waste of my time and energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or are you gonna make me keep repeating the same thing?
I understand, but I'm saying this based on experience.
I don't need any of your wisdom. By the way, your timing is really bad. You always contact me whenever I'm going to drink, or eat, or when I'm contacting someone. You think I can relax with you always bothering me on my breaks?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be a mentor for you. I'm not trying to ruin your off time.
Even if it's not on purpose, you're still doing it. Oh, this is the worst. Now my meal is completely ruined. I paid a lot of money to enjoy this meal without being bothered. Are you gonna take responsibility for this?
I'm just trying to help you.
How exactly could you possibly help me? You, a temp as old as my grandmother, want to lecture me, an elite with a bright future, about how to do this job. I can't even stand the sight of you.
I may be older than you, but there's no need for you to say that. With my age comes valuable experience that you can use in the future.
Yep, you're still lecturing me, just like my grandmother. If it's really that serious, then I should probably go talk to one of the actual managers. If you don't want me to call you a granny, then get out of my face and let a real employee teach me. They'd be a far better use of my time than you.
There's no need to talk to me like that. You should be more respectful. You're free to talk to any of the managers directly if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. It might not go well.
What is that supposed to mean? What's gonna happen if I do? Wait a second. Are you threatening me or something? Wow, so scary. Well, it's fine either way. I'm going back to eating my food that I pay good money for. Please continue doing whatever it is that old people do. Go knit a sweater or something. Hey! What did you do? I made a mistake on one of my assignments because you weren't there to check it. Where were you?
What is this all of a sudden?
You didn't review my work properly, so now Jackson is mad at me. This is your fault.
Oh, I see. Well, even if you want to blame me, Jackson told me to let you do this one on your own. He wanted to see how much you've learned. Besides, didn't you tell me to shut up and not say anything because you can do it on your own? That's what you said about a month ago. So I just did exactly what I was told. I don't see why you're mad at me.
It doesn't matter what I said. It's your job to check my work. Just because you are here on a temporary basis doesn't mean you can slack off.
Even if that were true, Jackson didn't want me to review it. Didn't I tell you over and over that you need to review the feedback I've been giving you? You would have learned how to do this properly by now if you had listened. But you were the one who brushed me off and did what you wanted. So you can't blame this on me.
Shut up. I don't have to listen to this. You are completely useless. What do we even pay you for? I don't even know why you're here. Your whole purpose is to review my work. If you can't even do that, I'll see to it that you're fired.
Fired? Me? Won't you be the one getting fired? After all, it was your assignment.
All right, that's it. I'm going to tell the higher-ups. I'm going to tell them this whole thing is your fault.
How is it my fault? You're the one who made the mistakes. You're trying to make me take the blame for things you decided to do wrong.
That's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. I did my job properly. I always get my work done properly. But because you slacked off, the boss got angry at me. I wouldn't even be in this position if it wasn't for you. Aren't you supposed to be more mature? Take responsibility for that.
Take responsibility for what?
Forget it. Just hurry up and quit already. Why do I have to work in the same company as an old woman like you? It's impossible to work with you. If you slacked off this much in any other company on the planet, you would be fired instantly. If it wasn't for people like you who can't seem to do their jobs, This would be a company only for elites.
You keep saying elite over and over again, but you're the one who keeps making mistakes. How exactly are you an elite?
Shut up. You have no idea what you're saying. I don't expect a temp like you to understand anything. You don't have the talent that I have. Just face it, I do way better work than you. You're nothing in this company compared to me. So I don't want to hear you looking down on me.
What work exactly are you doing? All I've seen you do so far is make a ton of mistakes and fail to improve.
I've been doing a lot of different work here. Your eyes are just too old to see it. Forget it. I'm done talking with you. Jackson is finishing up his break right now. Once I tell him what's going on, you're definitely going to be fired.
Hold on. Are you sure you want to do that? Alex!
Hey! What's going on? Why didn't you tell me someone came here from the main office to observe our work? On top of that, he's your husband? Why wouldn't you mention that before?
Oh, he finally came. Great. I was waiting for him. It took him long enough.
Hey, cut it out. I asked you a question. Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
It doesn't really matter. For today, he'll be observing your work to see how you do. Make sure you do your best.
Why me? I've been doing my work just fine. I don't need to be under observation.
How long has it been since you started working here again? 2 months? 3 months?
It's about 3 months. Why does that matter?
You mistook yourself for an elite and spoke rudely to me while still making a ton of mistakes on your work. You even told me that you were going to get me fired.
Hey, you! What are you saying all of a sudden? Don't lie like that. I never said anything like that.
That's not a lie. It's the truth. You also said that any other company in the world would fire me.
That was just me teasing you. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Whatever you call it, you still said all of that. Haven't you caused a lot of trouble for this company already? You do whatever you like and complain about everything and everyone. You're only saying that it was teasing now because you're afraid you might be fired.
There's no way I'll be fired. I'm far too valuable to this company. If anyone here is going to be fired, it's definitely going to be you.
I regret to inform you, but I think I'm much less likely to be fired than you are.
There's no way. I don't believe it. It doesn't matter who your husband is. A temp like you who can't do anything is definitely first on the chopping block. You don't stand a chance against me.
You're still saying that, after trying to pass it off as a joke just a second ago? You've got a lot of nerve, I have to give you that. Anyway, let me tell you something that might surprise you. I'm an official employee of the company now. We're actually the same rank.
Huh? You've been hired? How did that happen?
That's right. It's true I've been working as a temp, but the company has acknowledged my skills and asked me to join full-time.
There's no way this is happening.
Well, it's already happened, so you'll have to get used to it. That's too bad, though. I guess you can no longer make fun of me for being a temp.
Quit messing around. This isn't a joke. There's no way they would hire an old hag like you at the same level as me. You're just saying that to mess with my head, aren't you?
You said that you're a high-ranking elite because, given your position, you can do a better job than me.
Of course.
But since we're the same rank, that makes me a high-ranking elite now, too. And I did overwhelmingly more work than you. So I look forward to seeing what happens from here on out.
Don't make fun of me. There's enough proof to show that I'm way more skilled than a hag like you.
Is that so? If that's the case, then I look forward to seeing that.
Hey, Tell your husband to do something. You need to fix this.
Excuse me? Fix what, exactly?
I might end up getting fired because of you. You have to fix this. Go talk to him about this. Should he really care that I made fun of his wife this much? He's mixing his personal feelings with work.
Even if that was the case, why are you texting me about it? Shouldn't you be saying this stuff to him and not me?
Of course not. I can't say any of this to him. If I go against him, I don't know what will happen. He's a big shot in the company. I could get in serious trouble.
That's a good point. My husband is definitely no pushover. You're really scared of him, aren't you? It's okay to admit if you are.
I didn't say I was scared of him. I just don't want to risk anything bad happening to my career.
Well, it looks like you're scared of him to me. It makes sense if you are. He's 6'2" and has a strong, rugged body thanks to his time playing football. He has the most intimidating face out of anyone, too. One glare from him will send the weakest of men running.
Why are you mentioning all of that? None of that matters. Just go talk to him for me. Do something.
What is it that you think I can do? I'm not the same rank as him.
He's your husband, so you should be able to do something about him.
Okay. What exactly would you like me to do?
Isn't that obvious? Talk to him. Tell him not to worry about what I said to you.
I don't think there's really any point in me doing something like that. Soon you won't ever have to meet my husband or me again. We'll finally be going our separate ways.
Huh? Really? Don't tell me you're finally quitting. Aren't I lucky? Took you long enough.
I didn't say anything about me leaving. You're the one who's getting fired.
What? Me? Why? What did I do?
Do you know why my husband came from the main office to inspect our division?
To see my ability at work, right? What else would it be?
No, that's not it. Your attitude has been incredibly poor. You don't know how to respect your fellow colleagues, especially me. On top of that, you don't remember to do your assignments when you're supposed to. Even with all these issues, he still came to see if he could help save you from being terminated.
But you said he was just here to observe me. Wasn't it because of my potential?
That's right, but that was only part of it. He was trying to tutor you because he knew that you were very talented. However, he finally understood your attitude at work throughout the past few days. You walk around as if you are untouchable. You're arrogant, disrespectful, and have no discipline.
Are you serious? This doesn't make sense. What exactly did I do?
You look down on everyone and preen about as if you're some elite just because of the school that you went to. Even when you are warned about your work, you ignore the warnings and slack off even more, or worse, try to push it off on the temps. Did you really think anyone would be impressed with that kind of behavior?
Okay, hold on just a second. Even if that is true, don't you think firing me is a bit of an overreaction? Don't I get a warning?
You've had tons of warnings. I warned you basically every day about the possible consequences. You just ignored me.
Huh? What are you talking about? Does this company seriously fire people for such frivolous reasons?
No, I don't think so. Generally, if someone has an issue and gets warned on their performance and attitude, as long as they take the steps to fix the problem, there is no penalty.
Well then, why am I getting fired so quickly?
Because you put no effort into fixing anything. You stayed the same the entire time and enjoyed every second of it. If a company hires someone who doesn't do their work and doesn't even try to improve, of course the company is going to have to let that person go. Especially if they still have the nerve to look down on everyone trying to help them.
Wait a second. It doesn't make sense for me to get fired. I went to one of the best schools in the country and graduated at the top of my class. You can't fire someone with my kinds of skills. It wouldn't be profitable for the company.
Skill? Are you seriously saying that? What skills do you have here? You have no skills. At least, no skills that anyone in this office can see or benefit from.
Stop messing with me. I deserve more respect than this. Who are you saying has no skills? There's no way you're referring to me.
I am referring to you. Who else would I be talking about? You barely do your work and you have no experience or good relations in the company to fall back on. But you still act like you're the best person in the company. Doesn't it make sense for you to be let go? You don't contribute anything valuable to the company.
I know, but that's only because I wasn't taught how to do my work properly. You didn't teach me how to do any of the work right.
Because your attitude was a huge problem. You would never let me teach or advise you on anything. You said that there was nothing to learn from me while I was still a temp. How could I teach you anything with that attitude? You wouldn't listen to what anyone had to say, and you believed that you could do any work just because you were an elite. But you were completely mistaken.
Hold on. What am I supposed to do now? I'm out of a job because of you.
Well, I guess you should start by notifying the welfare office because you're officially fired.
That's too much. After all the work I did to get into this company. This isn't right.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. You were only in this company for a few months. That's less than what most temporary employees stay for.
Please, I'm begging you. I can't leave things like this. You have to do something for me. It's your job to help new employees. You need to fix this. If I get fired, how am I supposed to make a living? I can't survive without some kind of income.
Oh, there are a lot of things you can do. But you won't like any of them. You can go to the unemployment office to look for work or get a minimum wage job. I'm sure you'll find many options if you look hard enough.
I can't do something so embarrassing. That's for old people. I'm way too young and talented to be stuck in that kind of situation.
I can't believe you're saying that after everything that's happened. I guess you forgot that you brought this on yourself. Also, even if I was to say something, none of what I said would change the final decision. Once the main office decides on your termination, that's final.
Wait a second. Were you the one who told Jackson about me? Did you tell him all those things to get me fired? If that's the case, then this is all your fault. You have to make up for it.
Even if I didn't say anything, the results would still be the same. You would have gotten fired on your own anyway. It's already decided. You should probably start packing your things.
Please, you have to help me. It's your job to help the youth. If you don't, my life and all my potential will be ruined. I'm different from an old hag like you. I actually have a future. I'm destined for greatness.
You can still say that even in this situation? It's honestly amazing how stubborn you can be. I'm sure the rest of your life is going to be very interesting. Too bad I won't be able to see it. Well, you're still young, so you can still start from the beginning and search for work again. With that charming personality, I'm sure you'll find someone who wants to work with you.
No, wait. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. Please, listen to me. You have to do something. Please, I'm begging you.
After receiving his notice of termination, Alex didn't return to the office the next day and left all his things there as they were. It wasn't just me he was showing attitude to. Other people had complained about him as well, so there was no choice but to fire him. He broke the record for the fastest an employee has ever been fired. The main office was genuinely surprised. Word around the office is that he wasn't able to find any other work after this, not even part-time. If he doesn't change his poor attitude, he's never going to be able to find work again. Meanwhile, I'm really enjoying my new status as a full-time employee. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.